back by some, things that's been going on. But I want to be here to say sorry I wasn't available for those couple of days. It's a different kind of time, but dealing with everything, it's definitely taken back by some, things that's been going on. But I want to be here to say sorry I wasn't available for those couple of days. It's a different kind of time, but dealing with everything, it's definitely an open case, so I can't even say anything about it. I will be open to any football questions, anything you want to know.
Stefon Diggs definitely has a type, y'all. I guess even when it comes down to who's cooking his food. Because this is allegedly the private chef, Mila Adams, that is accusing him of. And this is the woman that's in the text messages. And let me ask y'all, did y'all peep how she said, "I'm out your life"? That was very odd to me, that a chef with a business relationship would say something like that, "I'm out your life." That sounded a little bit more intimate, if you ask me. Now, looking at her, do y'all think that she was dealing with Stefon in an intimate manner? I'm going to let y'all clock that. But either way, as y'all know, Stefon was arrested 5 days ago. So, now we're wondering, with him being seen with all his children, was that a PR stunt to distract us from the fact that he was going to jail, had gotten arrested? So, this is just a whole mess going into 2026. Definitely sounds like they're going to end up settling, because Stefon is already offering her money behind the scenes. So by the time he goes to arraignment in January 23rd, I think it is, more than likely they would have settled out of court. And y'all know the Patriots just won the AFC. They're going to help him settle this case so that he can go on with the playoffs. And that's just what it is. But messy, messy, messy.
And let's be real, y'all. That chef was serving more than just food to Stefon Diggs. If y'all saw those messages, you would see that she said, "And I'm out your life." Employees don't quit that way. Situationships do. Never forget, the Vikings locker room all said that they would not let Stefon Diggs date their sister. They all said this without hesitation. They saw some things. As a man who has a known record of being a lustful man, why are you hiring a chef with a BBL? I'm not saying BBL chefs don't deserve an opportunity, but I'm saying, why did you hire one?
Chef with some yams, because you realized you can never have too many yams. You eat one yam, and then you go eat the other yams. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't really a gag. We've known that this guy is very and it is the highest predictor. This is usually with a pew pew. So like I've been saying all year, I feel like this girl, I'm not going to say her name, is in a very dangerous situation and keeps finding herself just haphazardly in worse and worse predicaments. This guy doesn't love her, doesn't care about her, doesn't care about his child, or he wouldn't be acting like this. And y'all are supposed to be stewards and carers of women, especially brown and black women, but you're not. And you want to attack the one that I like and then let this one get away with craziness. For the past few months, you've touted up LaChicharron as this champion of women, just for her to come out and be trying to pay off a woman with much less agency and authority than her for being out by her boyfriend because the boyfriend owes her money. That's what she represents. She hires, they're saying it's not men, so I'm going to believe them, but she hires women to go. I thought you all were champions of that. It's hypocrisy. Okay, I'm going to break down a few things for you here right now. You all have accused Onika Tanya Mirage Petty of trying to get a pardon for her husband. Please show me evidence of that. You've accused her, the woman that her husband allegedly essayed, even though, from what I've seen, he went to jail for unaliving somebody, which if anyone can prove me wrong, please do, because this is all things that I've heard and I'm looking for evidence. You all have also said this man is a PDF. Please show me evidence of him being an adult going after children and offending, because if you are the same age as someone when you commit a crime, as that crime is, it is not being a PDF. And Stefon Diggs is also a toucher, so we should be able to talk about that. He's also not even the finest brother. That would be Derez, who also beat somebody up in an elevator. So clearly there's a lot of violent tendencies in that family. I'm not judging, I'm just saying. Lastly, and most importantly, when it comes to Minaj's brother, who is currently incarcerated, you all have said that she wrote a letter trying to absolve him of the crime of child. And you also said that she bailed him out. I would appreciate anybody that has ever said that online to present the evidence in my comment section or DM it to me directly, and I'll be more than happy to talk about it on this page. Okay? Ironically enough, a few weeks ago, Minaj came online, for the first time to my knowledge, speaking about her brother, and said that there was some weird stuff going on with that case with the DNA, but not once did she say that her brother was not a criminal, or that she did not believe. She did say, though, that reached out to her for money in order to make the charges of PDF go away. What an interesting mother. I don't think Nikki would ever do that if something happened to Papa Bear. And did Nikki pay the woman the money? Cardi B right now is trying to pay need to stop talking about a man that isn't even hers. And Nikki did not pay. Nikki's light years wealthier than a lot of your faves. And she didn't use her money to aid and abet a predator and a criminal who was her own family member, nor has she spoken out saying he's innocent. All she said is there was some funny stuff going on with that case, and I was approached to pay to get this person out of jail, and I didn't do it. So if she didn't pay the money to keep the family silent, why would she pay the bail? Present the evidence now, or misogynoir. But you're going to let Chicharron let another black woman get attacked because she calls them monkeys and roaches, babe. Please find me evidence of Nikki calling black women monkeys and roaches and out of their name as well. Thank you. Happy New Year.
How you have to be for your chef to have a BBL, dog? Stefon Diggs, bro, please. You have to be better, bro. You have to do better. He got all these BMs. All his teammates said they would not let them date their daughter. Like, I think Stefon Diggs might be the founder or like the final boss of the sassy baddie. Even the way he dressed too, it's like, yo, he might be the founder. But let's go back to the story. Why did the chef, like, did she make his steak wrong? Like, what's going on? Another reason why people don't believe situations like this. She went to the police. The police asked her, do you want to press charges? She said, I don't know yet. Then Stefon Diggs was like, nah, I'm not giving you no money, da da da. And now she's pressing charges. Like, come on, dog.
And I'm say we're leaving acting like Stefon Diggs and Cardi B's a couple in 2025. All right, that man is now getting sued, or he has to go to court because there's another pregnant lady saying that he's the father of her child. That they're not in a relationship, PR or not. It's not even a good PR. That's not even a good look. That's not even a good look. So we're leaving that whole lie in 2025. Because the only reason we cared about the man was because we thought that was about to be Cardi B's man. He's obviously doing everything he can to make sure we do not think that he is her man, right? So since he's not her man, we just carry on.
I don't know why y'all asking so many questions about what's going on. Stefon Diggs was a CTE. They have brain damage. Brain damage. They're quick to anger. Yes, I believe he did. Athletes are quick to anger. Yeah. Now, are y'all okay to admit that Crystal might have been right? Probably not. Imagine it's your kid's first Christmas, and they dad not there because he's on a world tour visiting all his other kids for their first Christmas. I just wish we didn't know. I'll be cool with if I was famous. Let me tell you something. When I get famous, I don't know what to be famous for. To be honest, I don't know. I'm not getting. I don't need another famous. There's too much information out there. You know, I want to control what you can control. And once you have things like having 5 babies in 1 year, you know, you can't keep so much close to the chest. There's 5 other adult women who can tell whatever they want to tell. I don't know about them kids. You gonna be at my kids' Christmas though. That's why I'm dating mixed with kids, because you gonna be at my kids' Christmas. You know.
Y'all leaning on Cardi like another line of walk, and she deserves it. Everything is choices. Life is not happening to her. She's put herself in this position. The news that Stefon is being sued for an alleged someone that worked for him that was a woman. He is being sued for an alleged. Now, I think it was yesterday, because I'm seeing it today, and all the dates are dated back to yesterday. And so it's just on top of the video that she posted defending him, because like, girl, what are you gonna do? What could you say? At this point, you just gotta shake through it to save face and really say nothing. Honestly, saying nothing is her best bet. That video, not even saying anything in that video, was really her best bet. But on top of that, I'm just seeing video after video after video of people like, why you had that baby, why you had that baby. I'm seeing the same people. The same people. Okay, it's only one person that was retweeting dogging Crystal, now retweeting Cardi talking about why you had that with a man that's in all the 4 babies this year. I think 3 babies this year and 1 he already had. So 4 kids, 3 of them are the same age. Like all the things. All the things. And I'm just here to say that it was me fighting for my life to defend Crystal in September. And the wraparound, the tables, holding origami.
Now, I done seen some wild stuff in my time. I have never seen one brother get cut and another brother get charged in the same day. So Stefon Diggs is getting charged with a felony. Now, charged does not mean guilty, so I don't want to speak too much about this because there are definitely more facts to come out. But then on the same day, his brother Trayvon Diggs is waived by the Cowboys. Now, this we can talk about because he ultimately becomes a free agent. And this is why NFL contracts do not matter. All that matters is what your signing bonus is and what you make in the first 2 years. Because by cutting him, the Cowboys save $15 million in 2026, $20 million in 2027, and $21 million in 2028. Now, they do carry a $12 million cap hit this season, which doesn't really matter because the season's almost over, and a $5 million cap hit next year. So, I mean, Trayvon, I don't know what his career is going to be after this because of the injuries, and then he had that weird concussion where he said he came back from a TV falling on his head. There's just been a lot going on with him. Now, I would say the Patriots might sign him for a playoff run, but we don't know if Stefon's going to be suspended or not. There's a lot going on with that, but man, for both of you to go down the same day, that's crazy.
At this point, I feel like Offset was a better man than Stefon Diggs because why would you need a chef with a BBL, a personal chef at that lives in your house? Like, Cardi B definitely has to be terrible at picking a man because if you go back to the days where that video is where a reporter or teammate was asking all the guys who they would not want their daughter dating, everybody said Stefon Diggs, and that should be a red flag and telling you something. Like, I don't know why people thought he was an upgrade from Offset. Stefon Diggs just has more guaranteed money and he's in better shape than Offset. Like, Cardi B went from trash husband to trash baby dad who had 4 newborns in 1 year. 1 year. Just Offset in sport mode because I'm not gonna lie, having 4 newborn babies in 1 single year. Cardi B is a prime example of you can take someone out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of someone because at the end of the day, history is repeating itself with Offset.
Cardi B is a prime example of you need to heal your trauma. Instead of her healing herself, she's gonna get somebody worse than Offset. Y'all think Offset was bad? No, Stefon Diggs is even worse. You know what I'm saying? So apparently, he's accused of chef. You know what I'm saying? Millions. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-doo. He got money. Whoop-de-doo. So did Offset. He might not have more money than Cardi B, but he had some money, some motion. And I'm not saying she should have stayed with him, but why break up with something worse? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, like I was saying, this home chef. You know what I'm saying? And now it's possibility that it'll jeopardize her career and his. You know what I'm saying? Lawsuits, this, that, and the third. You done had a baby by this man. You still married. It's just off. What I'm trying to say is like, y'all females really be the problem. You are what you attract. You be all. You knew he was a red flag to begin with. He had 3 babies on the way, including yours. Or yours and 2 others. I don't know which one it was. But it's like, who really the problem here? Was it really Offset? He probably was a problem, but was it really just Offset?